All right, well, looks like we should be live. It'll take a few minutes for everybody to get in here. Hello, Avid, Michael Murillo, Steven, how are you? Of course, the first ones all the time. You guys are awesome. Okay, we got four. We're giving a few more minutes as people come in. Hey, Whitty, how are you? Well, if you scroll up, Whitty, there's a few people that got in. You're down to like fourth, I think. But that doesn't make you any less important. Ah, crap. Right. Danny, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Ace, thank you, thank you. Elston, hello, and again, I want to throw out another happy birthday, another awesome show you did, Elston. Again, happy birthday, and keep up what you're doing, Elston. It's just amazing. You touch a lot of people. Let's just put it that way. The Cyber Week deals. Well, I hope everybody was able to take advantage of some of those wonderful Black Friday deals and the Cyber Week deals that are going on out there. There he is. There's my Virginia brother, LG Bass. What an awesome day we had. Finally, so glad to finally get to meet you, and you did not disappoint, my friend. You were even better in real life than just talking to you. So that was awesome, LG. Tom, my good friend. Mike Irvin, what's up? Thank you for coming in. Santa took all the money. Yeah, that's about what happens, isn't it, Norm? The Black Friday deals are great, but dang, it goes through that money really quick. Dobson, what's up? Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I was. You know how you get so used to something. Uh, I basically had this kind of cut since I went into the service I went into the Air Force when I was 17. So I've had this cut since I was 17, and I had it for years and years and years. Because even once I got out of the service, I went into the restaurant business, and I was managing restaurants. So, and in the restaurants, you couldn't have this, and this had to be. When I first started in the restaurants, it had to be mustache, couldn't go past the corners. It was basically like the military. You could only have a little mustache. That's why I've always got a little. For most of the years of my life, I had to have clean, fresh shaven and that. So I kind of let this grow out a little bit, but you get away from yourself a little. And Don, thank you for coming in. Hey, Tim, Kentucky Big Cats, nice to see you. Thank you very much, Norm. Yeah, it was awesome. That was the only thing that could have made it better. I tell you, you get people say that it's weird you can't make friends. People that don't do it or don't, they say, oh, Facebook friends or this or that, just friends online. You literally can make amazing, awesome, good friends online, and they turn out to be the same in real life as they are online. Went fishing for those that watched the live stream yesterday. I was late, Don. That's okay. For those that didn't see it yesterday, I went 1 ton fishing. Josh and Art from 1 ton fishing from out Western Virginia out there came up to Richmond. LG Bass came up to Richmond, and Chesapeake Bay catfishing. Finn, welcome. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Theodore, great to see you. Thank you. So 1 ton fishing, LG Bass, and Chesapeake Bay catfishing came to Richmond to fish with me. And when we first got there, Timmy from Chesapeake Bay catfishing, he was the first one. He had the longest drive, so he kind of left a little bit earlier than everybody else. He was the first one there, and we pulled into the parking lot, and it's like we knew each other so well already. Even with my son, he said to my son, "Where's your kayak?" That was the first words. Like, he just automatically knew already that my son had been doing the kayak thing lately, and we did it's like we knew it's like we were long lost friends already. So we went down, we got set up, and I'd already spoke to LG Bass and 1 ton fishing, and they were just a little bit behind us, and they showed up, and it was just like it was it's like you knew them already, and there was no difference. People say there's a difference on the line or in person. They were just themselves. It was just unbelievable. We had a great day. Laughed. I was laughing so hard by the end of the day. By the time I got home last night, my ribs actually hurt from laughing so much all day. I had to, some of the times where you saw me walk off screen, I had to walk off because it was just it was so funny sometimes. Literally, my ribs, I was having muscle spasms around the ribs just from laughing. Everybody was just amazing. Up to 16 people. Thank you so much. The only thing that could have made that better was putting them on some fish. I felt like I felt like I let down the James River. My son and I, we were trying to pick a spot that was easily accessible and where we could fit that many, let's just say, grown adults, because most of us were grown adults, if you know what I'm saying. And it turned out to be not the right spot, and I felt like I just was that was the only thing that disappointed me. Other than that, just the fun and the friendship we had, it was amazing. Yeah, that's true, Norm. You can't make the fish bite, and that's the one difference. I think that, in my opinion, that is the biggest difference between bank fishermen and boat fishermen. John, great to see you. Thank you so much. And not catching. You're right, my friend. It is fishing and not catching. Robert James, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming in. But when you have people that you feel like you were the reason that you got these people here, you kind of almost feel, it's almost like when you fish on live, just in even for the Potomac. Yeah, but you pulled it out, my friend. you used that Elston magic, and whether it's the glowing rods or the whatever, you had that. You always have that Potomac magic, and you pulled it out at the end. But that was amazing. You had an awesome show. But you feel like even on a live, Elston, you'll hear Elston all the time say about, oh, nobody wants to see me, they want to see the rods. And if you're out there as a sub and you're watching that, yeah, that's a great part of it. But you do really love seeing the person that's doing the fishing and the chat going on, and you feel like you're involved, and it's awesome. But as the person that's putting that out there, especially if you had people come to visit you, you feel like, hey, Big Slim, nice to see you. Thank you. You feel like you have to put them on fish. And if you're on the live, you feel like you have to at least show one fish on camera. It's like it just has to be there. And we did catch one fish. We were actually on live when Chesapeake Bay catfishing managed to catch that first That fish was just unbelievable blue of 15 inches. But he did manage to pull it out. We were cat wishing. And you were truly right, LG. We were cat wishing, and could we have probably gone to a better different spots? And that's the thing that whether I'm on camera or just fishing myself and we have a bad day, yeah, it was awesome being out there. Eric Burnside, thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Nice to see you. Thank you. That's always some things. I think that's what, I'm just happy being out there. Believe me, that's the biggest part. But I always want to catch fish, and I always want to catch bigger and better fish. And when we have those days, I even feel like with my son being out fishing with me, they tell you, yes, the ones that came with us yesterday, LG and Timmy and Art and Josh, my son is awesome. And they got to know a little bit more of the story yesterday and stuff, but he lets me go out there. He lets me get out there fishing, and to be able to talk to everybody, and I love him for that. But I feel like when we don't catch fish, I feel like I even let him down. But we're gonna get off of that. That's a whole nother thing. Fishing is fishing, and it's not catching. So I feel the same way. Hold the meat. Yeah, exactly, Avid. You feel people drove all this way, and if they don't catch something outside the haze, I appreciate you coming in. Thank you. Yeah, Tom got to spend some time with my son yesterday. Yeah, he is right. Thank you, Tom. Elston, thank you. I'm so proud of him. But yeah, you feel like these people drove that far to see you and fish with you, and so you do feel that extra little pressure. But still, all in all, awesome, amazing day. And I wouldn't, except for the fish not biting, I wouldn't change a thing. It was amazing. Don Harris, light stow tonight. Don, what area of the country are you from? Actually, just repeating John Finley's question. I think you're right, Big Cats. That's nobody really seemed disappointed yesterday. They were all it's the same way here. I hope that you do eventually get to come to fish with me in the James. That would be awesome. And I hope we do catch a personal best. And I hope that every time I go out, I hope that whoever's fishing with me gets their personal best. And I told them yesterday that I'm the type of person I want to see whoever's with me. I hope that they catch the biggest fish. Avid fish. Are you referring to our friend that we met yesterday, Avid? That guy was awesome. He was just fishing down the bank. We had been out there. Fish are always a bonus. Thank you very much, Kentucky Big Cats. We were out there. We were having such a good time, and we had been for hours and hours and didn't get nothing. Well, this guy walks around the corner, and we're like, "Oh, look at this! This guy's gonna show up. He's got this, this kind of cowboy, but not quite cowboy type hat on with the wide brim." And Jays, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you. Palmetto, Kevin, thank you for coming in. Chad, fishing with the Chad. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you. Mike's Outdoors and Adventures. Keep up what you're doing, my friend. You're doing great. But we were having such a good time with him. We were joking back and forth, and he was just some guy that was came around the corner, and we're like, look, he's got these 2 poles. He casts them out, and he was using worms and something else. And we're like, look at this. This guy's going to do this, and in like 5 minutes, going to end up pulling out a fish. And aren't we going to feel like Cat Force One? Thank you. Aren't we going to feel like, but no, he didn't catch one. And but we did have a good time with our friend. We did have a good time with our friend Igor there. Exactly, Smitty. Exactly. Kevin Baker, thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate you stopping in. D. Gotta love D. Awesome, amazing. You couldn't ask for better people. But yeah, it was just I hope everybody enjoyed it. It was actually, believe it or not, this is the thing that blew my mind. We were out there a while yesterday. Mike Cole, thank you. Fish and Cook with Mike Chavez. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. I appreciate you just stopping in to say hello. That means a lot to me. Thank you. 31 wonderful people. Amazing. What was I saying now? Lost my train of thought there for a second. Gosh, can't get it back. But as far as other shows that were on last night, Palmetto show last night, awesome show with the snack show. You had some great guests up on there. I love you started out with my brother Creole. See some of that different type of food, the different parts of the country that people actually eat and bring out there with us. Roger, thank you for coming in. I remember where I was going. Okay. Kevin, isn't Mike Chavez is awesome. Just an amazing person. Love his channel. Love the person he is. But where I was going with it was, people say that it doesn't matter the fish and that it's to even people stay on your lives just talking because they're enjoying the people that they're talking to, whether it's in chat or the people that you're with. And all right, Michael Murillo, I hope the puppy's doing well. But the point, what I was trying to bring up is we caught that one fish 20 minutes into the video. We went almost 10 hours yesterday with just that one bite. And it was my most watched video or live of all of them. And there was no fish, there was no bites, and we stayed pretty well. I think we reached almost 60 people, I think, at one time. We were staying, there was some times where it would go like this, but the majority of the time there was a bunch of people in, there was a bunch of chat going on, there was yeah, we all need a couple sponsors, right, Norm? That's right. We did catch the one blue cat. So, but there was always something going on, something being said, and with the one fish and no bites. Like I said, it was the most watched live so far, and just the support out there from everybody is absolutely just amazing. Oh, that's all right, Mike. If you want to come in and you got time and you can come in, that's great. If you can't, you can't. Hey, Jim Catman, thank you for coming in. Appreciate that. Up to 32 people. Y'all just keep blowing my mind further and further. It's just absolutely amazing. But going back to Palmetto show last night, I love that series that he did. covering everybody, covering reels, rods, tackle. I'm sure the boat will eventually get out there. I understand the boat's a little bit harder. You can't exactly bring your boat up and show it in front of the camera, but I'm sure that'll eventually get there. He gave bank fishermen our right due, kayak fishing, carp fishing. You talk about a way to include everybody and have everybody learn a little something. Uh, that was awesome. Hey, fishing trip planned this week. Glad you asked that, Norm. We're going to do our normal Sunday live again. That's pretty much about where I can, the one trip a week is about what I can handle. And we're definitely, I'm almost tempted to go back and redeem myself at that same spot, but I think we're going to try a different spot and see. I think the weather has finally got the river changed down, and we need to try to hit a couple other spots. Tight lines. All right, my friend Mike Chavez, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming in. Oh, no problem, Palmetto, please. You know I'm always representing the Lucky Palmetto shirt when I'm out there fishing. But I think this Sunday, I'm going to talk to my son, and we're probably going to end up trying a little different section of the river and see if that's where the fish are at right now, because they definitely were not where we were. They definitely were not in the section of river that we were in the other day. So something's got to be changed up. And we had, for those of you that were watching, when we had that bank, to see 18 poles lined down the thing was just amazing. And then we made friends with the people that were fishing on the ends. At one point, we had 23 rods out there on that same section of bank. That was pretty cool. And we had every bait that you could think of. From my son found a night crawler out there on the ground. We put that on. We had everything from cut shad to shad head to he had bought alewives from Green Top Fishing, which is one of the places around here. We just made them scared of chicken. We all had some chicken out there. I had my lemon chicken going. Tom LG Bass came up with a new little. I don't know if I think we covered it yesterday, but he used the chicken thigh and pink lemonade chicken, but that's a secret, so don't let it out. What was the lady digging for yesterday? That was Timmy's wife. She was getting like dandelion root, and there was some other there was something else that grows naturally that she hasn't been able to find in her area that we had a lot of down here. So like dandelion, a lot of people, if you're not into different plants and herbology and all that kind of stuff, dandelion is amazing. It's an amazing. People hate it in their lawn. People hate it on their lawn, but dandelion is just amazing. You can take the head of dandelion, and you can make wine out of that. It's got a sweetness into it. You can make dandelion wine. You can take the leaves, are good in a salad. The root is good for, I think the root is good for headache, and you can make other medicinal things from dandelion root. So it's there's a lot of those things that old school, a lot of people knew that kind of just have gotten pushed off. So very fine, ain't that right? I'm sure you've had some Kentucky Big Cats. You've had the dandelion wine before. Use the pink lemonade and the chicken thighs at your own risk. Well, I mean, cut shad. Nothing did well yesterday. Although I gotta say, the only one blue cat that was caught It was caught by Chesapeake Bay catfishing, and it was on lemon chicken. So I'm just saying. uh, so 15 years ago, and still have a rain suit. Yeah, Green Top actually. Not only are they still in business, they actually expanded. They were on that. They had that one little shop and whatnot. They actually moved into the old when Gander Mountain went out of business. They actually moved into the Gander Mountain building that was here. I believe that's Ashland area, Ashland, Virginia, which is just outside of Richmond. So Green Top actually has been growing even. Well, actually, I think Whitty, when she was doing that, I think she did actually pop up a couple worms. I think that's how my son found the. I think that's how my son found that night crawler. And LG D said, "Don't worry, the secret is safe with her. She's not going to tell anybody about your pink lemonade and chicken thighs." You know what, Chad? That's what One Ton and Timmy Chesapeake Bay was. We were kind of wondering. We had a whole debate on who was trying to jinx who, and so that was kind of what we were thinking. We thinking the bass guy is trying to infiltrate us cat fishermen one group at a time, and just kind of take us all out. So we're that theory is still out there. Plain chicken, yep, plain chicken too. We had that. There was a plain chicken out there. There was cut shad out there. There was fresh live bluegill. There was cut bluegill. There was every variety of bait, from the baits that people laugh at all the way up to the baits that people swear by. And there was just not a bite. I mean, when you have 18 to 23 rods out at one for most of the day and there's not a bite, it's just one of those days. Yeah, LG Tom, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. It's B Bass is a four-letter word in this community. It's called BAIT. I think if we would have caught one yesterday, we would have been tempted to throw that sucker out there for bait. Sorry, I tried to read and talk again at the same time, and just I have still trying to pick that up. Uncle Josh's Santa hat scared them. Okay, let's get into the Santa thing. Uh, Uncle Josh, for those that didn't catch it, and they probably heard me a few times throughout the day say, "Damn it, Josh, quit playing with your bells." That son of a gun, from the morning till the afternoon till we finally left, he had the bells that go up on top of, you put the bells on your pole to alert you for bites. He had a set of bells in his pocket, and he'd let it go for a little bit, and we'd be sitting there talking, and all of a sudden he would reach in the pocket and play with the bell. Ding-a-ding-ding. And everybody would look, and damn it if it wasn't him. It's just like a Pavlovian thing in a fisherman's head, especially a cat fisherman's head. They hear the bells, and you automatically think that it's a bite. So he'd hit the bells, and everybody would look. At one point, nobody even had bells on the poles, and he would still hit the bells, and people were looking to see if a bite was on. And he did that to us all day long. And you think you would learn by, after a couple hours of this, and he still ended up getting us. Josh and those damn bells. You remembered from yesterday, right, Kentucky? KY Big Cats. Thank you very much, Kevin Myers. Appreciate that. No chicken livers. No, Danny, that was the one thing that we didn't have. There's not a huge channel cat population here. Eric Davis, them bass fishermen are not going. Yeah, but LG Bass, he is coming over to the catfish side. We're working on him one day at a time. He still loves but you know, we're all fishermen, and he loves fishing for all types of fish. Uh, Catch gills in the pond. Oh, so he was even getting people out on the live. I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that. Pulling it to set it. Yes, exactly, Norm. Actually, somebody even had that yesterday. I think it was Art that had it on his phone, and they played the bait clicker sound. And again, everybody's looking to try to see what's going on. It was just a nonstop day of all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah. That is, you saw that, right, Tom? We were messing with Igor down at the end, and because Igor had those poles out there, and he just kind of set them on a. We were all kind of like, "Ooh, those poles are going." He gets one; those poles are going in the water. He just kind of set them on a little brush that was just sitting there, and he had the little bell on it, and Josh was like, "Ding, ding, ding," and he'd look up and look at his poles, woke him up from a nap. That's right. My son and I fish. He got into earlier this year in the spring and part of the summer was we do saltwater fishing also. He went down and was catching a lot of flounder this year. And what he said is that some of the flounder methods are very similar to bumping for catfish as you're bumping for flounder. They don't call it the same thing, but the technique is pretty much the same. Thank you very much, John Finley. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much for being out there and supporting a bunch of us. We really appreciate it. Thank you. There's Dobson passing out all the what's ups. You're not just trying to do that, Kentucky, to use that as the biggest bait to try to catch a world record catfish, are you? Yeah, LG Bass and I were talking about this yesterday. That most of the catfish, they do other fishing also. They do crappie fishing. They do bluegill, even if it's just for bait. Uh, you know, most of us are not just into that one type of fishing. So yeah, that's right. Kentucky Big Cats. I tell you what, yesterday I would have been happy if we could have even got some. My son had the night crawler on, and he couldn't even get the dang a bluegill bite, sunfish, white perch, anything. Yeah, and I recently found out, Big Cats, that here in Virginia you actually can use game fish as bait. You can't use them for cut bait. You got to use them whole and live because they have to be able to see that it counts in your creel limit, and you've got to have it it has to fit size limits. So that was something I think they changed in Virginia. Two old vets had looked that up and passed that on to me. Avid, we're not sure yet. We're not sure. Carolina Bass Hunter, I appreciate you coming in. Thank you. You know, that was a big topic of debate yesterday because, LG Bass Tom is such a good guy, but he is the bass guy. And One Ton and I were trying to figure that out yesterday. So we had a long debate about that. But all right. Well, I'm gonna put the link up, and if anybody else wants to come up on screen for a little bit. No, Tom, we were only kidding. What's happening? I think is that I think what's happening with LG Bass there is he's trying. He's fighting coming over to the catfish side, and we had a lot of fun joking with that yesterday. But what's happening is you're just waiting for that right time when bam, you're going to end up catching a 60 or 70 pounder, and that's just going to be crazy. I do love your rods though, and your new 6601, the left-handed reel. That thing was amazing, and I tell you what. Oh, that would have been hilarious if LG Bass was the only one that would have caught the only catfish yesterday. But I got to tell you what. Hey, J Dog, thanks for coming in. That LG Bass, we had some good casting yesterday, but I got to give it to him. That son of a gun could cast. He outcast everybody. And then we thought about it, though. When you think about it, when you're bass fishing, he probably casts more times in one day than the average bass cat fisherman does in like a few weeks or a month. So he got those suckers out there. He that was pretty impressive. But I'm going to end up putting the link up there. And before I do that, though, yeah, look at we've even got other bass. We've even got other bass people coming in. Carolina Bass Hunter and that's part of bass fishing. You got to cast if you're bassing. Roger, you going live during the day, or are you talking about your live for tomorrow night? And Big Slim, yes, I love deer jerky. We've done that sometimes. You can do it in the oven. You can do it in the smoker. A good person to talk to about that is Avid Fisherman. That son of a gun is a master of all that stuff. So Avid is a good person to talk to about that. Got to start somewhere. They will graduate to catfishing eventually. Just sub the muskrat. Awesome, Michael. That's amazing. Thank you. Glad you sharing the love, and you won't be disappointed. Muskrat Adventures. Love the Tuesday night show. Love his lives. His lives are like you feel like you're out there joking around. That's kind of like what my live was yesterday when I was out there and we were joking around with LG Bass and One Ton and Chesapeake Bay catfishing. That's what Rogers, to me, that's what it feels like when he's on live fishing or even on his night show, Muskrat Adventures on Tuesday nights at 8. You're there hanging out with your friends, and sometimes you're learning some things, sometimes you're busting bananas. It's always a lot of fun. And you learn things too. So what could be better than that? Somebody say barbecue. See, I told you Avid was he was there listening. Uh, but before I put the link up there for people to come up, uh, each species is different, and that's true. There's so many things that you look at. Like I said, the bumping and catfishing. My son, he had never done it for catfishing, but he did that same similar thing with catching flounder. Some of the jig fishing and things you do for bass and crappie and things. Some of those things are come over to bass fishing or different species, and fishing is fishing, and eventually there's something similar with all of them. So, look at the demon dragons that we use. It's just an old bass lure. It has the rattle in it. But before I put the link up, just want to say that this is going to be the last Monday night show for a while. Speaking to Ace earlier, and he's got some batfish on the live flathead. I saw that before. Well, that's how they are, Muskrat. I really appreciate you doing and being out there like that. Thank you. But this could be the last Monday night show. Ace has got some things going on. And so thank you, Lyle. And yeah, he's still going to be in and out of people's lives and things like that. Hello, Rebecca. How are you? So it's nothing that it's just that right now it's got other things to focus on, and trying to do that and this and everything else. Well, thank you so much, D. I'm still going to be around. We're trying to, find some other revenues. Whew. Trying to. Well, there's other things that I would try to look at. Part of it is I love doing my Sunday morning with my son every week. That's been amazing. So you're exactly right, Palmetto. Got priorities right now. Avenue. Thank you, Palmetto. Thank you. Boy, that is the exact word that I was looking for. Like I said, speaking to speaking to Ace, he's going to be popping into people's lives and this and that, but just the situation right now, it's not going to let him. Doesn't need to be worrying about the channel and this and that and things like that. So when he comes on people's lives, just wants to have a little fun and be in and out and do the thing there, and so that's what's going to be important for him to focus on right now. I love doing my Sunday morning lives with my son. I love popping up. I love being guests on other people's panels and things like that. And there's going to be other avenues out there that you'll see me in. But part of it also is by the time I get done, the Sundays being out with my son, and then there's some other things going on Sunday and then into Monday. That Monday night doesn't necessarily always turn out to be the best night and stuff for me. So, but that's where we are with that right now. It's not a horrible thing. It's just a D. Thank you so much, and that's amazing because my son loves that too. It was just been amazing having him come out here with me. It's just this isn't. It's just a chapter ending and another chapter beginning somewhere. I love doing this. The support that everybody gives and being with the friends and things like that. Uh, I don't think I could give it up now. I think I I think that it's going to be something for years and years to come. And there may be nights where after I might just go live after somebody goes off the air at 9 o'clock or whatever, just because a lot of times people want to just keep talking. People want to just keep talking catfishing and chatting and stuff like that. And that's what we'll do. So I may just pop on if I've got the StreamYard hours and things. We'll do that. But as far as the steady Monday night at the 9 o'clock thing, for right now, that's what happened. And I know Ace is eventually wanting to come back and do some things, and so he'll go from there. And one thing I love is the fishing. And I think a lot of people can say that the fishing is basically has saved their lives. And I'm definitely one of those people that without fishing in my life, I don't know what it would have turned out to be. So, oh yeah, that's right. They did stop by there for that little bit yesterday and got to meet everybody. Tom, you were amazing with them. I appreciate that. They had such a good time meeting everybody. D, I appreciate all the kind words. I appreciate everybody's support. And like I said, this is just this chapter is just temporary ending, and another one will be opening. I'm sure. I'm still going to be doing the Sunday morning shows live with my son because that's just been absolutely amazing. We may not get to do it every Sunday out on the water we do fish here in the wintertime, but you never can tell. Even in Virginia, the weather does get bad every now and then, and D gonna make me cry here. I love all of y'all too. It's been absolutely amazing that change. Just sitting, I was just so in awe when I first started doing this, and to actually go from that, just the guy sitting on the couch, to actually be the guy up on the screen, it's been absolutely mind blowing, and I love each and every one of you. Yeah, well, that's all they got to hear. They'll come up with a whole new. That was pretty good for not. I thought they did all right for not having time to plan on that. Rebecca, yeah, right now, uh, I'm doing my live on Sunday morning with my son. Uh, I may do. Everybody loves talking catfishing and fishing, or coming up and chatting and doing things like that. No, it's Jesse. It's all right. It's not kind of it's okay. I'm still gonna do this every once in a while, but it was just for the Monday night to make sure that it was 9 o'clock every Monday. It was just and Ace is in a situation right now where he's got some other things going on in his personal life that he couldn't do that. He's still going to be popping in on people's lives and comment on videos and things like that. But it was with my doing my live fishing with my son on Sunday mornings has that's my most important thing. The Monday night, I love doing this and I love talking. So there may be different avenues. That was the word that I was looking for again that Palmetto pointed out. But with talking with Ace today, right before the show, that's just going to be the best situation for everybody right now. The Facebook page is still there. That still may just stay up, and that's been awesome. And this show has been awesome. But like I said, I'll do it sporadically. We're all talking on, say on Tuesdays after Muskrat Adventure Show, and people are still going. I have some time or whatever, boom, I may just pop up just talking catfishing, whatever. And but there'll definitely be other avenues. I love doing this too much to give it up. So, but I wanted to get that out there. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop the link up. If anybody wants to come up in. I mean, because I'm actually figuring out how to do all this stuff now. So this is, I got to keep doing something. Lyle, appreciate you coming in. I hope that the recovery's going well, and we miss you, and we want to see you coming back. There's my Virginia brothers that we had so much fun with yesterday, except for and apparently it wasn't just yesterday that Josh does that. Apparently, in talking with Art, that's an ongoing thing that Josh does. And one time, I don't know if you were listening before or heard, is that Art or Josh we got with us on the 1 ton link? Getting better every day. Lyle, we're all praying for you, and we all wish the best for you. Mark, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate all the support you've given me, my friend. What amazing. You talk about amazing person and growth. Catfish and Crappie, what just an awesome dude. If y'all want to, 39 people, just blowing my mind. And it was, I did the fishing challenge, the couples challenge on Chad's show, and Chad's been awesome, and Dee, they've just been awesome people. And then being the first guest on Mark's, the Friday night show that Mark was doing, when filling in for Avid, that just, man, that friendship that I developed with Mark, and just that just gave a spark, and so he's just been absolutely amazing. And look at him now; he's just everywhere. Just the growth he's gonna be. He already is. He's just amazing. Okay, let's see. We have Art here. What's up there, brother Art? How are you?
Art and I had to run and get some bait from a friend of ours. I'm on my way now to drop Art off. I can't hear you.
I didn't mean to make you blush, Mark. Hey, Betty, thank you for coming in. Mo, I appreciate you stopping in. You had another amazing live stream. You had another amazing live stream today. I really love the series that you've been doing on different sections of YouTube and helping new YouTubers and people getting a channel going. And you've been doing an absolute fantastic job, Mo Homesteading. For those of you that are in that was a hilarious Betty and Mark going back between the Shovelhead and and Flathead, posting in the YouTube there. Absolutely hilarious stuff going on there. I can't even do that. I can't get the voice. I know she had the filter on there. It's always a shovel and that was just absolutely hilarious. I was literally laughing so hard the tears were coming out, Betty. Well, Rebecca, we all think the same about you. You awesome and amazing. The support that you show out there for everybody, not only in the fishing shows, but in a lot of other shows. You do a fantastic job. Okay, let's see. We got somebody. There he is.
Stan.
All right, what's up, my brother? How are you?
Just taking a little trip.
Another little trip, huh?
And we had somebody call us and say that they had about 30-something white perch that they didn't want to deal with. So we said, yeah, let's jump in the truck and go get them.
Oh, heck yeah. Can't pass that up. Oh. You still with us, Art?
Yeah.
Fading in and out.
Can you hear me?
Hear you now. Perfect.
Hey, Stan, man.
Hey, what's up? How are you back there, Josh?
Hey.
He's not jingling his bells either.
Oh, that son of a gun. I tell you what. And you can go ahead and tell them, Art. It's just not, it wasn't just yesterday. It's all the time, right?
No, I'm telling you, that's Josh. If you fish for Josh, you won't be bored.
No, there was no. I think everybody that was around that area yesterday, whether it was the paddle boarders, Igor or Ivan down Igor fishing down at the end, the people that were doing the what was the girls doing the geo search or whatever for the different.
Oh, the geocache. Yeah, geocache.
Yeah, so
You talking about the little hippies?
Yeah.
yeah, if you were around us yesterday, you knew we were there. Let's just put it that way.
18 rods.
Yeah.
For 6 people actually fishing.
Yeah, the regulars of that park were probably like, what's going on here? Is there a catfishing convention or something?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it that camp?
Yeah. Well, and everybody will be glad to know the bank did hold all of us. It did survive.
Yep, a country boy will survive.
Amen. And Josh, I don't know if you saw this or not, but not only were you getting the people that were there actually on the bank with you yesterday, there was multiple people from their houses that were pissed about the bells.
What? They thought they had a bite? And name and not.
Hey, KY Big Cats multiple times thought he had a fish on.
Oh, he was fishing too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fishing. He said that I don't know if you can read it or not. KY Big Cat said every time he would ring them bells, I was jumping up and looking around. And that was all the way in Kentucky. We had another one, Don Harris, heard those bells all day. LG Bass, he's got bells that jingle, jingle, jingle.
Jingle, jangle, jingle.
Got a little bell in my pocket going jang-a-lang-a-lang.
I call you on the telephone, baby, and give you a ring. But that's a different story. KY Big Cats, I got something special planned for that bell. He got it.
I feel like I can almost hear him.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw what I sent you the message before. Literally last night, for those that fishing all day with Josh and them yesterday. He was doing those damn bells all day long. Literally during the night, I literally woke up out of a dead sleep 3 or 4 times, hearing bells in the head, thinking that I woke up looking to see what was going on. I heard the bell that many times.
It's terrible.
Hold him up, Art. Hold him up.
Exactly, Betty. There's Betty. She used to use bells all the time, and she would be asleep, and something would come on TV jingling bells and would jump out of bed. Exactly. I was in dead sleep, and the bells rang, and bam. I experienced that same thing.
So saying y'all thought about me when I was in bed.
I'm sure a lot of people did, yeah.
So what's up, Stan? What's your topic for tonight? Just kind of talking?
Yeah, we were talking about a bunch of things. Lot covering our day yesterday, and the no fish that we made. I mean, the one fish that we managed to bring in, and
you said all the sandwiches we bring in.
Oh my God, I didn't talk about the food. I think I did enough of that yesterday, but yeah, the food was
yeah, come on. We weren't.
Y'all are breaking in and out. Right now you're kind of froze. There's Betty. I knocked the lamp over and busted the bulb and everything. Luckily, mine wasn't quite that bad, but yeah. Must have been a security blanket. It must have been something because, but we had a blast. And I don't know if anybody the one time Josh and I stood next to one another at one point, literally, we're right at about 1,000 pounds combined. We would have made a hell of a WWE tag team, but literally it was just that was the screen. There was nothing, no light. There was no, and both of us are right at about 6'3", so it was some pretty good shade. Thumper device for catfishing. No, what is that, Theodore? Well, some things are better left unsaid, Norm. All right. Well, we're waiting for Theodore to kind of. Woohoo! Save me a piece, Big Slim. I love me some jerky. Oh, are you talking about that thing? Kind of looks like it's got a little cup on it and then a handle, and you go whoop, bloop. Take Josh on a snipe hunt. Yeah, that's a big. They use those are really big over in Europe on the Wells catfish. Supposedly those are amazing on the Wells catfish. You do that. Excuse me. You do that. Boom, boom, and you drop this like a big wad of night crawlers, and they put a almost like a jig skirt on there, and then you're supposed to jig that down in there, and that they use that a lot on the Wells catfish. I've heard that they've started doing that over here some more. I think it's for they use that on a lot on flatheads or shovel heads. I'm not getting in the middle of that debate, and also works for blues. Catfish jerky. But there's a lot of things. Look at carp fishing between Europe and America. So there's some things that I think could go back and forth between Europe cat fishing, and over here. There's a lot of different things that my son actually worked with a guy that was from Eastern Europe, and he actually made homemade where he carved the cup with the handle and everything, and he was talking in broken English to my son about it because he knows that my son is so much into catfishing, and they were having a whole conversation about that. But it's supposed to be very effective at different times of the year, so I think that's one of the things we'll look for. But that goes back to that whole thing that you can learn different things from different species. It doesn't necessarily have to be just a flathead or shovelhead or channel cat. No matter what you're catching, you can learn different things. Going to the big cats. Yeah, those European setups for carp fishing are pretty cool with the I think they call them the rod pods. I think it's called the pod, and with the bite alerts and different things like that. I wouldn't mind trying carp fishing. There's a couple of lakes that are around here that I know have got some nice carp in. Deer jerky is amazing, Mo. Yeah, I don't know about the. I mean, you can make jerky out of just about any meat, but deer definitely. The fish jerky, we'll have to see. Yep, the carp I've caught have been similar, except it's been on a hook with a night crawler, and I've ended up catching the carp like that. But I think it'd be fun to actually go out and target big carp. Yeah, we had enough of leftover. We had enough leftover chicken bait yesterday that we could have made some jerky out of it. All right. Subtle bites, yeah. Awesome. Well, good luck, Roger. Oh, man. We might have to talk about that, Jason. My son has got a couple of deers, but we cut them up. We got them out in the freezer and stuff already, so I didn't actually do it yet this year. Normally we'll save some and do it right away. But yeah, my son still has more tags left, but he got 3 already. He got 3 already, so he went right back to fishing now. Well, Jesse, I'm going to be doing the live Sunday mornings. Like I said, uh, during the week, if there's a lot of people on and I got time, boom, I'll just put up a live and we'll come in and do this same type of thing. Uh, I'm looking in. I really enjoy doing this, so there may be other avenues. StreamYard gives you 20 hours a week, 20 hours a month. Otherwise, you have to pay $26 a month for it. So I tend to go through that real quick. I go through more than 20 hours just 2 Monday nights. But we'll see. This was just like I said, I was talking to Ace earlier, and for right now, that's going to be the best situation for everybody. But I'll be looking at other avenues, and I really love doing the live stream, and it's just right now that's going to be the best situation. So. Well, that's how America was built, Norm. You had something, somebody else had something else, and everybody bartered for everything. We kind of got away from a lot of that. Yeah, now Rebecca, you can get the $26 a month plan on StreamYard, and that's unlimited as far as I know. You can have up to 6 people up on live, I think, or 10, 6, I think it is. But you know, no, you didn't miss anything. Oh, it says it's 10 on at any time. Uh, yeah, Norm. Oh, I used to live in upstate New York, so I fished in the snow all winter long. We used to have a blast out there on the ice if it started snowing, and we'd ride the snowmobiles and quads and stuff out there, and you'd yeah, it was just you'd build fires out there. People would drive their trucks and whatnot out there. Uh, it was that's a lot of fun. I also, even without the ice, some of the best, just like rain, some of the biggest fish I've caught has been bad weather, whether it be snow or rain or uh, whatnot. But snow is the same thing; it's just colder. And snow, though, the best if you hunt, man, that's the best for you. Love being out in the snow, starting to snow and get a little bit on the ground, and you can track the deer a little bit easier. Boat gets a little slippery. That's right. Hey, if it's But yeah, I think that's it depends on what you're used to. Living, like I said, I was born down in Louisiana, so that was part of my heritage growing up there. And then we moved to upstate New York and Pennsylvania, so we always had the ice for 3/4, at least 4 months or so, 5, 6 months up there. Sometimes we'd have snow as early as October, and I remember a huge snowstorm in April, and I caught a 5 or 6 pound smallmouth bass on Easter in April. So, is this white stuff y'all speak of? Yeah, as long as you're dressed for it, that's the main thing. You just got to be dressed for it. Snow is better than rain, if you ask me. Because, you can brush the snow off you. The rain, you just get soaked, and that sucks. Yep, big cats. There seems to be, based on the past several Monday nights, the one went 13 hours, the other one went, I don't know, 9 or 10 or something like that. And there's a lot of people that, not only different time zones, but there's a lot of people that don't sleep well or work different shifts. And there's always somebody that it seems there's always people that are out there. We did that 13-hour one, and I think we were above 20 like all night. A couple times it would dip down, and then boom, more people would come back in. So seems always somebody willing to well, Aaron, they have I don't know if anybody's out there to put that in there, but One Ton Fishing does have their I believe it's through Teespring, but they do have their merch. They have their merchandise out there. I don't know the link off the top of my head, and I'm not sure if anybody's in here to post it. But there you go. Yeah, Tom was in most of them for most of the night. Rebecca was up on the screen with me the one night. Even my phone had died when Rebecca and Mike Turner were on. My phone had died, and I didn't have any idea. I thought, well, my phone died. The stream's over. So I, took my phone, went upstairs, and plugged my phone in to charge and everything. I go to click it on, and there's my show still running, however long without me. Rebecca and Mike Turner were left up on the screen because I had no idea that as long as on a StreamYard, as long as you've got a guest up there, your stream will just keep going. So it's and there were still people. Actually, they gained. I don't know if it's good or bad, but they actually gained people once I left. So I don't know what that says. Thank you, D. Yeah, and after seeing seeing the shirts and stuff yesterday, the One Ton, that I love their symbol, and great group of guys, and just a lot of fun to fish with, and their love their logo. It just right to the point. Got the big weight symbol and the One Ton Fishing with a picture of the catfish. Awesome. To leave broadcast on the upper. Yeah, Mo. That's why I thought, like I said, my phone died. I didn't realize my battery wasn't plugged in, and it completely died. So I thought, well, since my phone died, I literally thought that ended it, that cut it right there. But nope, I was wrong. So anybody that is doing a live and you have a guest up there, or if you are on panel and all of a sudden the host disappears, well, you'll be the only one up there still. So it's up to you if you keep the stream going or you click off, but that's yeah, that was funny because I was gone for, like I said, like Rebecca and Mike could tell you better. Mike Turner could tell you better, but yeah, I was probably gone a half hour or more. You know, I just didn't know. I thought, well, the stream was over and that was it. Yeah, Mike, I think there's Mike Costello, I think there's a lot of people like that. Yeah, but you do have a point, and Roger's right, you do get used to it. I don't even really curse that much just in real life. You know, every now and then, and I still think about it while you're on. You're like, oh, you don't want to say this, especially during times where a lot of my granddaughters rewatch a lot of this stuff now. They are just loving it because me and their daddy are doing YouTube, so they watch that stuff. They watch us. Let's see. Just keep talking, and I did. Yeah, thank you, Kevin. They must have. Like I said, there was more people on. I was gone for like a half hour, and there was more people on when I got back than when I left. So they must have done a great job. But that was definitely funny. I know. What the hell's the matter with work getting, you know, bothering you from being a night owl? Damn work. Who do they think they are? It's funny, when I first started doing managing restaurants and stuff, you know, when you first start out, you get all the crappy shifts and stuff. So I used to do the closing shifts and whatnot. And so I was a night person. Then after a couple of years, you know, I went up into, you know, being like the store manager, the head manager. So then you kind of boom, you switch from nights on to like opening most of the time and days. And man, talk about, you're still a night person, but you're still waking up. That was just so difficult to get ready because I still couldn't get out of nights and I needed to be up. I was sleeping about 3 hours a day, and then I just kind of got used to that. So, but we're going back to the story about I don't even know if I've ever told this one or not, but we went fishing a couple weeks ago. It was my son, myself, and my youngest granddaughter, and we went on it was either Friday or Saturday night before our Sunday morning show. We were trying to get bait and trying to scout out a spot to do the show at. And well, long story short, I ended up slipping. I slipped and I fell and whatever. And she's like, "Dad, Grandpa fell again." But that's just the beginning of the story. We go to so we get up from there. We couldn't make it down to that spot. We walked back to more of a flat area, and there was one little bump that came up out of the ground. I don't know if it was just a rock that was sticking up or a little knot of a tree coming out or something like that. And anyways, I stepped up and I just stepped on the corner of that, twisted my ankle a little bit. I didn't fall or anything, but with just twisting my ankle and doing that thing, man, I was like, oh, mother humper. You know, caught myself. I didn't curse. I thought, okay, that was pretty good. I thought, mother humper, that's a pretty, you know, that's not a bad, I did pretty good. I didn't use the F word. I was, you know, did a good thing. Well, no sooner do I say mother humper than my little 9-year-old granddaughter looks up at me and says, "Grandpa, does that mean you hump mothers?" So, you know, sometimes you think you're doing good and It bites you in the ass anyhow. Yeah, that's right. That West Coast, 3 or 4 hours behind us out here. Yeah, the 10 to midnight slot. Yep, that's an awesome idea. Big KY Big Cats. I'm sure that a bunch of people would stop in. I know I would watch and listen to you, and if you wanted somebody to come up with you now and then, I'd pop in and say hello now and then, and that would be a good time. Yeah, and I'm sure that uh, kids will repeat everything. Yeah, there was just you, oh, mother. I was like, and you know, you think you do good, and now, yeah, I'm sure you've experienced some things like that yourself. But we're gonna go ahead and look. If I put the link up there, if nobody else has got anything else, we're gonna go ahead and close it out for now. Thank you all. I can't tell you how much I appreciate all you awesome, amazing people for tuning into the shows and talking with me and chatting with me, and just been unbelievable. All the support. Like I said, I'm just the only thing that's changing right now is I'm just not doing the normal weekly, coming on every night, every Monday night. All right, Norm, thank you very much. All right, Big Cats, I got it. I'll check on that right after I log off here, and I'll get back with you in a few minutes. Uh, that's where we're at now. Ace is he'll still be stopping in on people's lives and checking out videos and things like that, and I'll still be doing my Sunday morning thing definitely every single week, and I'll be looking for possibly other things coming up here soon, but right now that's the best situation for everybody. It's just the Monday night, the Bait Shop Mafia, the Facebook page will still be there, so we'll still be posting links on there, and anybody that's a member, we still want people to join, and that'll be posting out links of people's lives happening and things like that. So, but for now, that's the only change. Thank you, Rebecca. Always glad to have you here. LG Bass, Tom, thank you so much. I can't tell you how much your friendship means to me. Avid, Jason, KY Big Cats, Roger, Norm, Don, appreciate you being in here. Little kids come with built-in recorders. They sure do. Roger, good luck with getting the deer. I hope that goes well for you. Lyle, keep recovering. We really are glad you're doing better. If I missed anybody's comments out there, and not my intention at all, I try to do the best I can. Still trying to learn and talk and read at the same time, but we're working on that. So, all right, I'm going to say goodbye for tonight. We'll definitely see everybody. Oh, no problem, Lyle. Thank you. I really appreciate your support. Yeah, I know. We got to get together and not catch a dang thing anytime soon again. So, yeah, I'll still be around. It's just not the. Thanks for the memories. All right, Mike Costello. I saw you sent something to me too, so I'll check that out in a minute. But love you too, one ton. I'll still be out there. I'll still be around. Not going anywhere. Just the normal Monday night thing. If next Monday when I don't pop up down there at 9 o'clock, y'all don't gotta worry. Everything's going good. We're doing okay. And we'll say goodbye for now. I gotta remember to hit leave screen.